Yes, sir.
Okay, so the first example, suppose we have one a fixed beam uh, which is subjected to some point load at the mid span, and the value of that load is suppose 40 kilonewton, and the span of this beam is about is about 5 meter, right? It is 5 meter. So as it is on the mid span, so on the both side there will be a distance of the point load from the each support, that is 2.5 meter, right? uh, and we want to solve this fixed beam, and we want to find the moment at A and moment at B, and the point of contraflexure. So let me just convert this beam as a simple support beam, and we are not changing the loading, and we are not changing the span, right? So that is 2.5, and this is again 2.5. Now as this is a symmetrical loading, so the value of Ra will be 20 kilonewton, and Rb will be 20 kilonewton. We know that what will be the bending moment diagram, right? So what will be the bending moment diagram for point load? It will be a triangular shape, right? It will be a triangular shape, and it is going to be a positive. So what will be the mid span coordinate? This coordinate, right? Mid span coordinate. What will be the value of mid span coordinate? So to find out mid span coordinate, let me just you know that WL by 4, right? So if we have the point load at the mid span in simply supported beam, then moment at mid span will be WL by 4. So we put the value of W is equal to 40, span is equal to 5 meter divided by 4. So it is going to be a 50, right? It is going to be a 50 kilonewton into meter, right? So this is the mu diagram, right? Mu diagram. Now as we convert the fixed beam into the simple support beam, so when we are converting it into the simple support beam, so what is change here? See what change over here, that is it has the moment of resistance, right? That is Ma. It has some moment. Support, fixed support always has the resisting moment, that is Mb. So in this case, right, in simple support beam, we neglected this moment, right, and we consider that moment is equal to 0 because we are considering it as a simple support. But actually there is some moment. So what is required? We have to prepare the mu dash diagram, right? It means that it is a symmetrical loading. It is a symmetrical loading. So here Ma, whatever the Ma, same will be the Mb, and your support moment is always considered to be a negative moment, and this is your mu dash diagram, right? Now as we know that according to the sigma M is equal to 0, we know that the algebraic sum of the positive moment, or some algebraic sum of the moment, that is positive moment and negative moment, it is always going to be a 0. So the moment area, so area of mu diagram plus area of mu dash diagram, that will be the 0, right? So here it is a triangular, that is 1/2, base is equal to, that is a 5 meter, span is 5 meter, into height is equal to 50, and the area of mu dash diagram, that is a rectangular, so span is 5 meter, and Ma into 5 meter, or Mb into 5 meter, because Ma is equal to Mb, that is equal to 0. So it means that your Ma will be 5 Ma is equal to 250, that is equal to 1 to 5. It means minus, sorry, pi Ma is equal to minus 125. 250 divided by 2, that is 1. 25. So ma is equal to, that is equal to minus 25 kilonewton into meter. So this is your moment, right, ma, and same will be the mb. Now here once we have that moment, you simply write down that moment here, that is 25, and here it is also 25. Now we need to prepare the final bending diagram, final bending moment diagram. This is mu dash and mu. So how to prepare the final bending moment diagram? For that, you have to first of all draw the mu dash diagram, right? Draw the mu dash diagram, that is 50, right? Then you will superimpose, right? Superimpose this mu dash diagram over the mu diagram. So we will going to superimpose, we are going to superimpose this mu dash diagram, right? Mu dash diagram, and that is 25, right? That is 25. So this is going to be a negative and this is going to be a negative, and this mid portion is subjected to positive moment. Now look at here, your positive moment and your negative moment, right? Both are superimposed to each other. It means positive negative going to be a null, right? It is going to be a null moment, right? And it means that this bottom portion will be null. So this is your final bending moment diagram, right? This is your final bending moment diagram, final bending moment diagram. So if you look at the final bending moment diagram, then you observe that, see, at this point, right, at this point, see, at this point the moment is equal to 0, and your moment is changing the sign from negative to, it is going to be a positive and becomes 0, and this point is known as point of contraflexure, right? It is known as the point of contraflexure, and it is very much essential that in any structure or in any structural member, we must know that what is the distance of this point of contraflexure, right? So how to find this point of contraflexure? Let me consider this point of contraflexure is somewhere here, right? That is your PC, and the distance from support A, suppose your point of contraflexure is occur at distance of x. So let me just take out this much portion, and I am going to enlarge that portion. I am going to enlarge that portion over here. Let me just take out that portion, right? This is your PC, right? And the distance is suppose x, right? From the support A, right? From the support A, the distance of PC is, point of contraflexure is occur at x. Now you know that what is the moment? You found out the moment, right? We found out the moment MA, right? That is minus 25, and we also found out the reaction, right? That is here 20 kilonewton, right? That is vertical reaction 20 kilonewton, right? It means that we will, if we take the moment with reference to this point, right, then the moment at PC, what will be the moment? That will be the force, that is RA into the x, force into perpendicular distance, that is equal to 20 into x, right? 20x. That is a clockwise moment, right? That is a clockwise moment. So we consider it as a positive. And see, at the same place you have the negative moment. So simply you sum out that moment, that is plus minus 25. Now what will be the value of moment at point of contraflexure? So see, at point of contraflexure, one thing is known, that moment is always 0, right? This is the point where your moment is 0 and where your moment changes its sign. It means this is equal to 0, right? So it means 20x is equal to 25, right? So it means your x is equal to 1.25 meter, right? So x is equal to 1.25 meter. It means the point of contraflexure occur at 1.25. So indirectly, if you have a fixed beam having a point load at the mid span, then your point of contraflexure always occur at L by 4. See, L by 4. This is 5 divided by 4, right? If you put here 6, आप यहाँ पे 6 लगा के इसको कैलकुलेट करना अपने हिसाब से, so we will going to correlate the same thing. So if you have any confusion till now, then you, so suppose we have a beam, example number 2. Suppose we have a fixed beam which is subjected to a UDL load, right? So suppose I have the beam AB, and that AB beam is subjected to UDL load, right? UDL load, and suppose that UDL load, value of UDL load is 80 kilonewton per meter, right? The UDL load is 80 kilonewton per meter, right? So let me solve the problem. Let we just consider the, and then the span of the beam is suppose 6 meter. Let me just convert this beam into the simple support beam. Let me convert this beam as a simple support beam, and which is subjected to the same UDL load of the 80 kilonewton per meter, 80 kilonewton per meter. So as we know that we have this simple support beam which is subjected to UDL load, then it will going to be a parabolic curve, right? And the maximum moment occurs at the mid span, and the value of that moment, that is WL square by 8, right? WL square by 8. So what is W here? W is equal to 80. What is L square? That is 6 meter. That is a span, 6 square divided by 8, right? So this is going to be a 360, right? It is going to be a 360. So the mid span coordinate of the moment due to UDL load, that will be 360. So this is what called as the mu diagram, right? It is mu diagram. Now we are going to prepare the mu dash diagram, right? We are going to prepare the mu dash diagram. So simply at the support you have at support A you have suppose MA, that is the moment, and at the support B suppose you have the moment, that is MB, and it is -1, right? So that is what called at the mu dash diagram, right? So now we know that sigma m is equal to 0. So we take the area of the mu diagram. So that is what, because it is the parabolic, so 2 by 3 into span, that is 6 meter, into height, that is equal to 360, right? As it is the parabolic. In previous lecture that was the triangular, but here it is a parabolic. So area will be 2 by 3 into base into height, plus that is your area of mu dash diagram, that is equal to MA into span is same, that is 6 meter, right? So into 6, and this is going to be a 0. So indirectly you will have the MA is equal, I am not going to solve it, just put the value, and the value of MA, that will be 240 kilonewton into meter, right? So that is the moment at the support, right? So we need to prepare the final bending moment diagram. So it means, first of all, what we need to prepare the, first of all you draw the your mu diagram, that is 360. Then you superimpose your mu dash diagram. It means you match the base of the both the diagram. That is what called as the superimpose, right? So you just superimpose your you just superimpose your mu dash diagram, and that is 240. This one is negative, this one is negative, this one is positive. Again here negative and positive both will be overlap, so your effect of moment, that will be a null. So we just erase this bottom line, right? We just erase this bottom line because there is no effect of your moment positive and negative, right? So now see here again there is a point of contraflexure, right, where your moment becomes 0 and changes its sign. So let me consider that it is suppose that occurs at the distance of x, right? So let me just take, I am taking this point as a point of contraflexure, and we consider that this distance is suppose x, right? So here what will be the RA? So here RA, write down the RA. So RA will be 80, that is 80 into 6. That will be the total load, right? Point load. We always convert this UDL load into the point load, and it always occurs at the mid span, right? And that will be 80 into 6, that is 480. That is 480. So your RA will be 240, right? Your RA will be 240. So here it is 240. So again we just expand this portion, right? Enlarge this portion here. So that is our support A, and this is our point, that is point of contraflexure. Again that portion is subjected to UDL loading, right? And suppose we consider the distance, that is the x. So your point of contraflexure occurs at the x distance from the support A, right, towards its right, towards its right. Now see here the load, UDL load, that is required to be converted into the point load, right? We convert it into the point load, and that is equal to, because this is 80 Newton, this is 80 kilonewton per meter. Now see your total distance is x, so it will be a your load will be, that is 80, that is 80 into x, right? That is total load. It means UDL into the span, and here we already derived that is your RA. So RA is 240, right? At the same time you have one moment, right, over here, that is MA. We already found out, that is 240 minus 240 kilonewton into meter. This is kilonewton because it is a load, and this is the moment, kilonewton into meter. Now let me just take the moment with reference to this PC. So we take the moment. So what will be the moment due to this load? So force into this distance. So due to that, that is 240 into x. It means force into distance. So first, that is due to the reaction RA, 240, that is force into the distance, that is x, right? This is the moment. See, this moment is the left hand side clockwise moment. So we consider this moment as a positive moment. Then after, you have the another moment, that is due to the UDL load. See, this much portion is subjected to UDL. In previous example there is no load, but here you have the UDL. So you have to consider this UDL, that is 80x, and this 80x is x at x by 2 and x by 2 at the mid span. So 80x into x by 2. So that will be the 80x into x by 2, right? So indirectly that is the 80x square by 2, right? And see, this moment is going to be a anti-clockwise. So left hand side anti-clockwise moment is taken as the negative moment. Then plus you have this moment, that is MA, right? MA is a moment. So we are doing the algebraic sum of the moment at this point from one side. So MA, that is again minus 240 kilonewton per meter. So kilonewton into meter. So it is going to be a 0 because your moment is always 0. You are getting what I mean to say? Can you hear me properly?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay. So it means that that is, if we simplified, then it is going to be minus 40x square, right? Plus 240x minus 240, that is equal to 0. So this is the quadratic equation. Here you just simplify the equation, and you will have the value of x by that delta. You find out the delta. I am not going to teach you that everything. I think you know that what is the value of x is equal to uh, b plus or minus under root, that is b square minus 4 AC, sorry, 4AC divided by 2A, right? This you, I think that you know that this is the equation for the solution of the quadratic equation. So if you solve this equation, you will get the value of x, that is equal to 1.27 meter, and another value that will be the 4.73 meter. It means that from A you have the first point where your moment becomes 0 at 1.27, and at this, from the same point A, there is another point you will find that the moment will occur is equal to 0, that is 4.73, right? So this is how you can find out the point of contraplateral. I think is it clear to all of you? So now let me take an example, example number 3. Let me take one example. Now we take the example in which we have a fixed beam. We have one fixed beam. Suppose we have one fixed beam, and that fixed beam is subjected to two type of loading, right? So first loading, that is the UDL load, is subjected to UDL load. Let me give you the color coding. That is subjected to UDL load, as well as it is subjected to one point load, right? Combination of two load. Now this point load is suppose 80 kilonewton, and this UDL load is suppose, that is suppose 25 kilonewton per meter, and the span of this beam is suppose 6 meter, right? So 3 meter here and 3 meter here. So now we want to find out the bending moment diagram of this said beam. So how to solve this beam? So let me just convert this beam. So first of all, we convert the beam, that is the simply supported beam, we convert it into the simply supported beam. And see, we have two type of the loading. So first of all, what I will do, I will just pick up a one load, that is a point load, right? First I will take only one load, that is 80 kilonewton. This is my beam AB. Similarly, I will create another beam, simply supported beam, and I just apply MA, this is B, and I just apply that UDL load, right, separately. So that is, sorry, that is the UDL load. The value of UDL load, that is 25 kilonewton per meter. Now see, if we sum this simply supported beam 1 and 2, तो क्या हो जाएगा, it will converted into your the final beam simply supported, right? So first of all, I will prepare the bending moment diagram for simply supported beam, first simply supported beam, which is subjected to point load, right? So we just prepare that bending moment diagram. So it will be going to be a triangular shape, right? And the maximum coordinate at the mid span, that will be the WL by 4. W is equal to 80, L is equal to 6 by 4. So that is going to be a 120, right? So coordinate at the mid span, that is 120, right? It is going to be a 120, and it is positive. Similarly, we can also prepare the bending moment diagram for this UDL loaded, right? So 25. So we have the equation W L square by 8. W is equal to 25, L is equal to 6 meter, that is 6 square by 8. So the mid-span coordinate will be for the UDL load, it is going to be a 112, that is 112.5 kilonewton into meter, and it is also going to be a positive. And then we prepare the that our support moment, that is again a rectangle because your loading is symmetrical. So here it is -1, this is your MA and this is your MB, both are same because loading is symmetrical. Now see, here we will merge these two moment diagram, right, and we prepare a combined mu diagram. This is mu diagram 1, this is mu diagram 2, and this is your mu dash diagram. So what we will do, we just sum out these two things. So simply you just draw the horizontal line and you just prepare the parabolic, and at the mid span, the coordinate will be, this coordinate will be, it will be a that is 120 plus 112.5, and that is equal to 232.5 kilonewton into meter, right? So why I convert the whole beam into the parabolic? Because your whole beam is subjected to UDL, so there is no chance of the linear diagram, right? So basically it is a parabolic. So you simply sum out the maximum moment of due to the point load and maximum moment due to the UDL load at the mid span. That is the total moment at the mid span, right? So this is your final once you have that particular final mu diagram, now as we know that we have the equation, that is the area of mu diagram, that is 2 by 3 into base is equal to 6 meter into height is equal to 232.5. This is the area of mu diagram, 2 by 3 because it is your parabolic, right, and plus your moment, that is mu dash diagram, right? So area of mu dash diagram will be MA into 6, that is equal to 0. So in short, you can find out the value of MA, right? You can find out the value of MA. So what will be the value of MA? So value of MA will be the you can find out the value of MA. See, यहाँ पे अगर आपको confusion होता है, if you have the confusion, you can draw this final diagram as just sum out the mid span coordinate. But when you are calculating this particular moment, at that time it is better that you should just consider that individual, right, individual mu diagram. So what we will do, we will find out the area, by adding the area of individual mu diagram. So it means that individual mu diagram means what? Means 1/2 base, that is 6 meter into 120. This is the area of this first mu diagram plus the area of second mu diagram, that is loading due to the your UDL load. So that is 2 by 3 into 25 into 6, right? And this is how you can also find out the moment. So you will get the very precise value of MA in this way. So you just find out the area of mu diagram 1, then area of mu diagram 2 plus area of mu dash diagram, that is always equal to 0. So by solving this, you will find the value of MA, that is minus 136 kilonewton into meter, right? Kilonewton into meter. So once we have this moment, what is required? This is your final mu diagram. So what we will do, we will just overlap. We are going to overlap. Sorry, we are going to overlap this mu dash diagram, right? We are going to overlap this mu dash diagram on the final mu diagram. So it is minus 136. It is minus 136. Now see, at the mid portion, your positive and negative. So it means that it is going to be a null. Positive, negative, same area, right? हम 100 रुपीज लेते हैं और 100 रुपीज देते हैं तो क्या होता है, कुछ नहीं होता है, राइट, नल हो जाता है. इट इज समथिंग लाइक दैट कि आपका मोमेंट है वो माइनस और प्लस दोनों को मिक्स करेंगे तो क्या बन जाएगा, इट इज गोइंग टू बी अ नल, राइट. सो दिस इज योर फाइनल बेंडिंग मोमेंट डायग्राम. दिस इज योर फाइनल बेंडिंग मोमेंट डायग्राम. This is your final bending moment diagram, and this is positive, this one is negative, this is also a negative. Now look at here, this is your point of contraflexure, right? This is your point of contraflexure, PC, right? And the location of PC is supposed at the x distance from the support A, right? So again, similar to the previous examples, how we found out the point of contraflexure. So let we consider that your Px is somewhere here, right? That is your PC. This is your PC. It's acting at the distance of x. So I'm going to enlarge this much portion. Now before enlarging, we will find out the reaction. So reaction will be this 80 divided by 2, that is 40, and the total load due to 25. So total load due to 25 will be the 25 into the total span, that is 6 meter. So another load is also acting here, that is UDL, that is 25 into 6, that is equal to 150, right? So that is 75. It means 40 due to point load and 75 due to the your UDL load, right? So total RA at the support, right, that will be the 40 plus 75, right? So we are going to just enlarge this portion, right, and we will solve this thing, right? So it is going to be a 115 is a RA. At the same time, you have the moment that you found, that is minus this moment, right? That is minus 136, right? So let me enlarge this portion over here. So let I just show the support, that is A support and your portion of the beam. Here you have the PC, right? And it is subjected to UDL load, right? It is subjected to UDL loading, this UDL loading, right? And it is 25 kilonewton per meter. And the distance of the PC is acting at the distance of x from the support A, right? Now look at the support A. At support A, you have the total reaction 115 kilonewton, that is the RA, right? And at the same time, it is subjected to this moment that is already found out using the mu dash diagram, that is minus 136, right? So when we take the moment at PC, we require to convert this UDL load into the point load, right? तो हम क्या करेंगे, UDL load को we are going to convert it into the point load, right? That point load will be the 20x, right? And where it will act at the x by 2. Now we forget this load, right? We just consider this load. So we take the moment at MPC, moment at PC, that is equal to minus 25x into x by 2. So minus 25x square by 2, then plus your this moment, that is 115, that is 115 force into distance. What is distance? That is the x, because we are taking the moment with the PC, right? So distance between point and the force, that is x, and magnitude of the force, that is 115. So 115 into x. then you have already there is one moment, that is minus 136, and this whole summation will be the 0. So see, again you have the quadratic equation, you solve the equation and you will get the value of x, right? So here the value of x will be the 1.394. when you solve by quadratic equation, then you will get 1.394 meter, right? So it occur at the 1.394 meter from the your A support. So let me take another problem. Suppose we have one beam, example 4. Suppose we have a beam, fixed beam, which is subjected to 2-point load, right? Now it is subjected to 2-point load. We have the beam AB, and both is subjected, this beam is subjected to 2-point load, right? 2-point load, each point load having the same amount, 20 kilonewton and 20 kilonewton, right? 20 kilonewton and 20 kilonewton. The distance of this force is 1.5 from the A support, and from here, from B support, the same distance is 1.5, and total this span is 3 meter. It means between two force there is a 3 meter distance. So total your span is 6 meter, right? It is a 6 meter, and we have to find out the bending moment at the fixed support. So let me just convert this beam into the simply supported beam, and without changing the location of the force and without changing the particular span, and we convert it into the simple support beam AB, right? Now see, what will be the moment? See, it is a symmetrical loading. So 20 plus 20, that is 40 kilonewton downward force, and you have the two upward force, that is RA and RB. So indirectly your RA and RB will be 20 individually. This is also 20 kilonewton and RB is also 20 kilonewton, right? Now let me just draw the bending moment diagram. See, suppose this point is C point and this point is a D point. So suppose at point C, what will be the moment? So you just hide the right hand side, right? We just hide this right hand side. We consider only the left hand side. So what is the moment due to this RA? So 120 into 1.5. So that is going to be a 30. So at the point C, your coordinate will be 30 kilonewton into meter. At the same time, you hide this AD, right? AD portion. You hide the AD portion, and you just look at the right hand side portion, that is DB. So here again, due to this reaction, it is 20 into 1.5. 20 into 1.5. So again at the D point, you will have the coordinate that is equal to 30 kilonewton into meter. Now see, the point B is a simple support beam, so moment will be the 0, right? Sorry, it will be a 0, and at A point it is again going to be a 0. So between these two forces there is no force C and E, so it is going to be a horizontal line, right? So this is your mu diagram, right? This is your mu diagram. And this is called as the mu diagram. It is positive, and we draw the mu dash diagram. That is also MA. This is negative, and this is MB. It is symmetrical, so MA is equal to MB, and this is 6 meter. This is 6 meter. So now let me just sum out this mu dash and mu diagram. So area of mu diagram, that will be the we have the two triangles, right? Let me just prepare a triangle. Say divide this into the triangles. This is the first triangle, and this is going to be a second triangle. So we have the two triangle, that is 1 by 2, base is equal to 1.5, because this distance is at 1.5, and this is also 1.5, right? So 1.5, two triangles, 1 and 2 triangles, so 1/2 base into the height is equal to 30, right? So into the 30. So this is the first triangle, and this is the second triangle. So 2 times 1 by 3 base into the height. Now let just consider this mid portion, it is a rectangular, so that is equal to base into the length, or the width or the height into the length. So height is equal to 30 and length is equal to 6, sorry, is equal to, sorry, it is going to be a 3, right? Because this is the 3 meter, right? So this is 3 meter. So 30 into 3. So this is the rectangular section, plus your mu dash diagram, right? Your mu dash diagram is MA into 6 meter, that is equal to 0. So we are just going to solve this, and we will find out the MA, that is equal to MB is equal to -22.5. अगर आप इसको solve करेंगे, you will get this -22.5 kilonewton into meter, that is MA and MB, right? MA and MB. So by solving this, you will get the MA and MB. Now you have to superimpose this mu dash diagram on the mu diagram. So first of all, let me just plot this mu diagram. Let me just plot this mu diagram. Okay, this is 30 and this is again 30. Then we just place this mu dash diagram, or we are just matching the base, right? Both the base. So MA and here it is MB. MA and MB. So this is negative, and this one is the positive. So what is the value? That is -22.5, right? -22.5. So this one is your point of contraflexure, right? This is your point of contraflexure, TC, and it is at the distance of x, right? It is at the distance of x, and that is what we require to find out, right? So in that case, let me just find out the somewhere here. See, here there is a 30 meter. So your point of contraflexure is between this point load and this support, right? Between this, somewhere here, right? So it is somewhere here at the x, right? This distance is x. So let me just expand that particular point. This is your fixed support A, and this is your PC. This is your x distance. Your reaction is 20, that is RA, 20 kilonewton, and the MN, that is your moment at the A, that is -22.5, right? So let me just solve the PC. So 20 into x, then your moment, there is no force, so there is moment, that is -22.5. So force into distance 20, that is force into the perpendicular distance, that is x, and the actual moment, that is moment of resistance at support, that is equal to 0. So 20x is equal to 22.5, right? So your x will be the 1.125, right? So x is equal to 1.125 meter, right? So this is what is your point of contraflexure, right? It is at 1.125 meter. So this is how you can have the two point load, right? And by solving this problem, we are able to find out the moment.